Group 2, and we will be discussing Lesson 8, which is
the gender interests and needs.
And my name is Nicole Gonzalez.
And I am Gian M. Mabini.
So by the end of this lesson, students should be able to identify the difference between gender interest and needs, give examples of gender needs, and explain how policy can be made responsive to these needs. Discover his or her own strategic and practical gender need.
Gender interests and needs in development. The previous chapter pointed out the need to structure the current model of development and world economies to become more suitable and friendly. Empowerment of women, especially the poor and marginalized, is crucial to sustainable human development. Similarly, importance must also be given to care-oriented or socialized feminine values. However, previous chapter discussed that socialized rules in each gender are different in each context. For instance, a woman rule as a farmer in Ghana is totally different from a woman's rule in the Philippines. The freedoms and the laws protecting them are different as well. Hence, it is important to determine a woman's gender interest versus her gender needs in the context of her culture and religious and identity. Gender interest. Gender interests are assumed by many to be the same for all those belonging to the same sex. This notion also applies to the gender interests of women. Their gender interests are presumed to be one and the same because they share similar biological characteristics. However, this view discounts women's socialized gender rules. Maxine Moser, a feminist often quoted for her ideas on gender interests in different social movements, defines gender interests as interests that are developed by men or women by virtue of their social positioning through gender attributes. Malik's views also suggests the use of the phrase gender interest over women's interest because the latter has the tendency to focus on the generic notion of women based on their biological similarities. Planners translate gender interests into definable and concrete gender needs. Gender interests are considered prioritize gender concern while gender needs are means by which their concern may be satisfied.
So gender needs. Similar to gender interest, gender needs have two types. It is the practical and strategic. Practical gender needs. They are the needs of women for survival, nutrition, living conditions, healthcare, and employment. Women's practical gender needs are often involved in their roles in the household because they are the primary agents in the reproductive sphere. These roles include childcare, food provision, housework, and often augmented income for the household. This statement says access to water and proper nutrition are the universal and basic needs of a person, and making these needs under the guise of women's needs may distract women from what they truly need, which is the gender equality. Strategic gender needs. These are the needs that stem from a woman's strategic gender interest due to her socialized gender role as a woman. These kinds of needs confront issues that are at the heart of the feminist movement, like gender inequality, gender justice, and women empowerment. These needs are rooted in gender inequality, lack of political representation, the unfair gender division of labor, violence against women, and the non-observance of equal pay. To sum it up, practical gender needs are the needs of women on a day-to-day basis. For example, is a clean water, better childcare, and improved maternal health care services. Meanwhile, the strategic gender needs are the long-term needs of women which seek to change gender norms, eliminate discrimination, and promote equality. So that is it for this chapter. Thank you for watching.